Good morning. Welcome to Adventure Dad. It's 4th of July 2021. We are staying in Antietam, which is really close to Gettysburg. Today we're actually going to go check out the Antietam battlefield site. But before we did, I thought I'd show you what we did with our trailer to stay on the road. So if you've been following along, we have a single axle cargo trailer. I purchased this trailer this year from Mirage Trailers outside of Boise. I think they're in Caldwell. And I special ordered a 3,500 pound axle. As I was building the trailer, I noticed a lot of quality issues. So I checked the bearings on the axle. The bearings were garbage. It had less than 8 miles on it, to the best of my recollection, and the bearings were already bad, so I replaced them with Timkens. I also looked at the tires, and even though I'd paid for a 3,500 pound package, my tires netted out under 3,200 pounds total load. So I replaced my tires, replaced my wheels, replaced the wheel bearings. We took the trailer on the trip, and we made it about 2,500 miles before I started having problems. I'll show you what was going on. This side here is the passenger side, was totally fine. We didn't have any issues there. But as we were driving along, this driver's side started settling. Every 100 miles it would settle a little bit more. And you can see it was starting to rub right up here. I actually pulled into a metal shop, Greenville Metal Works, sanded this all down for me, or ground it down so it was nice and smooth. We didn't have any sharp edges, but the tire was still hitting right here and polishing every time I hit a bump. So I knew I couldn't go anymore. We thought about replacing the suspension. Here's the suspension here with torsion bars. This is the part that was failing right here. We could have done a couple of options. We could have gotten rid of the trailer and just kept going on. We could have waited around and found somebody to weld in a leaf spring suspension, or we could have ordered a custom torsion bar, but this is a custom part here. At least it would have been in Mobile. All of those options were about 2 weeks. The best option we could come up with was to buy a car hauler and put our trailer on a car hauler. So here you have it. I'm going to show you how we kind of strapped it down and what we did. We met with various people. Took a little bit of time. Everyone was busy. Took a little bit of time here and there and got some help from a bunch of different people. But this is a 20-foot long by 83-inch wide car hauler. It's a load trail out of Texas. We purchased it at Klein Quality Trailers in Sims, Alabama. Comes complete with the load ramps. So this is a heavy-duty trailer. The one issue was it was 83 inches wide between the wheel wells, and our trailer's 84.5 inches wide. So what I did is called around and was able to special order some wheel spacers. So these are Spider Trax wheel spacers for a Toyota. This hub size here is not Chevy hub size. This is a Toyota hub size. So these are Spider Trax wheel spacers. Everything went on fine. You'll see my wheels don't match. It's because the trailer came with D-rated tires here. I bought 2 E-rated tires right here, put them on the back. With a double axle trailer, the rear axle's most likely to get the flat. As I've heard before, the front tire stands it up and the back tire runs over it. So like nail, piece of wood, whatever. So I put my heavy duty tires on the back and I saved the 2 others as spares. How we mounted the trailer, we kind of did a little bit more and a little bit more as we went along. So we strapped it down here. I also used 8 bolts. So I bought a bunch of 12-inch and 14-inch long bolts. I'll show you some of those. These are my old trailer jacks strapped under here. So first we did straps. And then I put a hitch in right here, put a bolt through, and that actually hits a cross member, a metal cross member. So that's pretty good. And then I put 8 half-inch by 14-inch bolts through the trailer floor and then all the way through the deck. See if I can find one here. Here's one right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. And so this goes through the floor of the trailer and then all the way through the deck. And then I have some fender washers holding them together. I'll replace the floor of the trailer when I get home. And these are actually grade 2, so they're not super heavy duty. So I have 8 of those, pulling everything together. I have straps, and then as we were going through Alabama, I finally found a Home Depot that had these tensioners and chain in stock. So I bought 2 tensioners, 2 20-foot chains, and now I have it chained down over the axle. And then as you come up front, here's my 2 spare tires. Always good to have a spare, so I just have 2. As you come across the front, you can see I put down some blocking, and I did my best with some framing like Simpson strong ties here to kind of hold everything together. And then when I found Phil there at All About Trailers and Sims was able to, this is an old spring hanger, and we got it going, so we're bolted in the front. Anyway, seems pretty secure. When I moved the tires out, I also had to move the wheel wells out, and so you can see what we did here. I'll take you around the back, it's a little bit easier to see. And so if you come around here, what I did was I just put these screws, I put these bolts